You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Welcome to Spittin Silly, the Fortnite podcast where anything can happen, and it probably does. I'm your host, Jordan Swears, alongside my co-host, Michael Jones. Michael, how are you?
I'm good. This is anything can happen, Jordan. Even a crazy room change.
Yeah, we're in a different space.
We're you're too close.
That's true. He does need to get further away.
A different space is.
Why don't you scoot that chair over there a little bit?
We're just in someone's office.
Yeah, we're in
It's
Shane's
just like a
office.
regular room, and we're just sort of in it, sitting next to each other, holding microphones. It's not at all
But-
conducive to a podcast.
No, I will say this room is better than the one we usually record in. I like that it is a little smaller.
It's a
it
nicer
sounds a little
room,
better,
and it smells better.
Well, now it smells
for
like
now.
Jack in the Box.
It's about
now
to
it
smell
does.
like shit.
we will be ruining that. But we don't work here, so
Yeah, so it's fine.
we also have our timer going down this time.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying something new. When this timer gets to 30 minutes counting down,
Right.
a nice little song's going to play. And
Instead
that
of
lets us
counting
lets us know the episode's over.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's so that we stick strictly to our 30-minute limit on Spittin Silly. But
And if we have to pad, we know how much.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And we're already a minute and 10 seconds in.
Oh, we're doing
And-
great.
And he started it about 4 seconds late.
He d- he
Wow.
did.
It's true.
I was
Somebody
gonna
forgot
yell.
to hit start.
Yeah,
I was going to yell, start that timer. Welcome to Spittin Silly.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was banned.
No. So, today we're eating a non-limited time food because that's what we can do on Spittin Silly.
At Bleep in the Bleep?
Well, it's Jack in the Box because it's not banned.
You can say it
Uh-huh.
because this is not Face Jam.
Yep. This is
This is Spittin
Silly.
Silly, the Fortnite
okay.
podcast.
Yeah. And so,
Until we ban it here.
yeah, that is
Hey,
true.
It's
Okay.
true. That kid doesn't mean
Watch
it can't
out.
be banned
Yep.
from Spittin Silly. It just
Okay.
hasn't yet.
So
All
we
right, that's
got-
a loophole that we invented for
Exactly.
So we got sourdough jacks, and we also got little jalapeno poppers. How's that jalapeno popper?
It's a little poppy.
Yeah.
It's a little hot.
Yep. It's got
I'll
a little
pop
bit
one.
of heat.
Toss me one.
Pop. That was a straight up toss.
Yep.
That was a straight up lob. What is this, to explain? What is a sourdough or whatever you just said?
A sourdough jack is their hamburger, but on their sourdough bun, which is, I mean, just like sourdough bread.
I don't know of another restaurant, let alone fast food place, that does this.
No, that just does their regular thing, but they went sourdough. And they've done it for so long that it's like ubiquitous.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Hey, guess what they're also still doing? Tiny tacos. the sign right as we pulled up, and Jordan pointed this out. I don't even really understand this. It just said taco.
And I had a picture of two regular sized tacos.
That's because you
It's
can
like-
get 2 tacos for 99 cents.
That's not what that sign said.
No, it
that
did-
sign
no,
said
the-
taco.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
sign
it just said
simply
taco.
said taco.
It's like they were trying to advertise regular sized tacos to us.
Yeah.
And they did. And we were going to get them, and then we got sourdough jacks.
No, we were never going to get them.
Well,
We're not gonna
we
get
were never
tacos.
getting those.
Well,
you brought up Jack in
As
the
much
Box.
as you wanted to, we were not getting the
Okay, we also
tacos.
got
So
mini
fuck the
churros.
tacos.
What'd you think about mini churros?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So here's
it was
the
like
thing.
cream filling or something.
Yeah, but before we get into the sourdough jack, I wanted to get into like the little things because I think that's where Jack in the Box does their best. I think I think you're gonna eat this burger and you're gonna go,
Yeah.
this
Probably
is,
right.
you know,
This is
whatever.
it's a real Sonic
Yeah,
situation.
yes, but
Sonic's main food sucks.
yes. But Jack in the Box, I think that they're like weird. Their tacos, their egg rolls,
Everything on the peripheral is
everything
good.
that's not their burgers.
Yeah.
I think they kill.
I mean, it's stuff you don't usually get at a fast food place.
Who the fuck makes egg roll? It's
Yeah.
it's a fast food
Express.
restaurant where you can get tacos
That's
or
true.
egg rolls.
It's true.
Or what
Spaghetti?
Nick kept pointing out, going, "Woo, nacho chicken sandwich."
Yeah, he kept doing that right after.
And the munchie box.
The munchie box.
All right, the munchie box is insane. I've never seen that. And I assume it's just most of this shit in front of us. It's like curly fries and little chicken poppers and French fries.
Unfortunately,
and whatever.
the tiny tacos are part of it.
Yeah. But it's just straight up a tray.
It's
right?
all the same color food.
It's all the exact same, like golden brown if you're lucky.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
beige.
it's just brown.
Yeah.
yeah. The beige is probably more accurate. But it's in a giant tray. But in the advertisement, it's all spilling out and falling all over the place.
Yep.
I guess insinuating, there's so much. And I just went, I hope it doesn't come like that. Who wants that? Who wants their food
It's
handed to them
advertising a
with
mess.
shit all over the place?
Want to make a mess? Get this. But Also, what Jack in the Box does is lean in to the
You're high.
hungover audience
Yes.
and currently craving small bites audience.
You're right. It's called the Munchie Box, not
Yeah.
by coincidence.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, it's Jack's eyes are red as shit when he's
I-
holding it.
Dude, I
really
want to
is.
see that. I want to see Jack, his little puppet head, all like blazoned out. And
Do you
being
remember?
Like, hey,
do you
what's
remember
up?
the?
you ever just crave like tacos?
You remember the antenna toppers?
super
Yeah.
big, tiny tacos.
Yeah. Those antenna toppers, I knew so many people like in high school or whatever that would like draw shit, all make them like
Oh,
Crazy
yeah.
Metal One or Stoned Jack or whatever. And it's just growing up in San Diego, it's a San Diego restaurant. It's just where everybody ate after you went
didn't
to the
know that.
bar.
Jack in the Box, big South California,
Oh,
Southern
yeah.
California
For
vibes.
sure.
I didn't know that.
And then you have friends who just call it Jack in the Crack, and then
Oh yeah, all
and
the
then,
time.
And then
Hey, you
everyone
wanna go
got
to Jack in
over
the
it,
Crack?
and then for some reason it's back. It's like, oh damn, baby, you going after that jalapeno popper again, huh?
Like a grackle?
Like a grackle.
Like Jack in the Crack?
No, Jack in the
a
Crack.
crack.
But I think that's what they should call it
Just
in
call it here
Austin.
in Texas.
Yeah,
Just call it Jack in the Crack.
Jack in the Crack.
Jack in the Crack.
And it should- and it
we'll go
should
back
be-
if it's Jack in the Crack.
They should put a fucking beak on the Jack in the Box guy, and he's a grackle.
I mean, just take his head and pull it down.
Pull it down.
Well, like
Because
the
he's
pointy,
already got
the
a
pointy
beak
part
on the
his
top of his
head.
head.
oh,
Pull
you're
just
saying his
then
little
his
hat
beak.
can be his
Yeah,
little
You just
beak.
gotta, yeah.
No, just
I'm
pull
sure
it
there's
down
a
like-
string on
Yeah.
it. How else does that hat stay on?
It's like
Just put it over his nose.
You know, you see Daffy Duck, his will go up when
Yeah,
he's blasted
that's
in the
true.
face or
Yeah, it's a
something,
classic
shotgun
Daffy
to
Duck
the
situation.
face.
All
and
you
then
gotta
he's
do-
pull it down.
yeah,
It'll go
just-
back behind his head.
Just blast him down.
Yeah, just
and it'll go down.
Shoot the Jack in the Box thing
With a shotgun. Yeah.
until his hat's a beak.
Shoot it downward with a shotgun, and
Yeah.
it'll smoothly
Put it
land
back.
right in front of his
Yeah.
face like a beak.
Yeah.
and
So what's the
then-
problem?
How do we know? How do we
and then
know?
he'll be
that's-
Jackal the Grackle.
How do we know that's not like the predicament he's in? He's
It's
just
true.
waiting for somebody to fix him.
Maybe he already is a bird.
Oh,
He's just been shotgunned.
God damn.
I feel like the all the commercials where it was the guy wearing like the big head and all that stuff in the 90s and like the early 2000s, he was like a normal looking man. Like he was just like a regular guy with like his fucking head on.
human hands.
I feel like he's huge now. I
he
feel like
huge?
Jack
Like-
got big. Like
He got jacked?
Yeah, Jack got jacked. He looks fucking big
coming
now.
for
I
you,
remember
son
him
of a
having
bitch. Hell yeah.
having a regular human wife,
Yes, he has a regular human wife. And,
but then his kids are Jack in the Box
yes.
kids.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but that just seems like interracial to me.
It's true.
He's like, I'm a Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Right.
She's I assume white lady.
Yeah. Yes. That was wow. What
Yeah.
a safe assumption.
Yeah. It was a
let me
safe
guess her
bet.
hair color blonde.
Whoa.
All right, he just watched it.
Yeah. But Jack would have like his parents come and they would be Jack in the Boxes. So
Right.
so
They're
he's-
just
he's-
dominant genes.
So he's fucking outside the box. That's all that says is his wife's a freak. I think that's all that insinuates.
Yeah, she's like
She's just in the Jack life. I mean, I'm just saying. And his grandparents are Jack in the Box people, and his neighbors are Jack, they drive Jack in the Boxes.
Hello, welcome back to the ad neighborhood, which I'm starting to call it. It is just me at my house today. No neighbors, no little rats or gremlins sneaking around, Eric. But I am here to tell you about HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Or if you're Eric and you don't have a doorstep, they'll figure it out. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh takes the hassle out of mealtime this spring by delivering pre-portioned ingredients and easy-to-prepare recipes right to your door. Skip the checkout lines and get outside in the warmer weather because HelloFresh has dinner covered. If you're like me and you are a capital D dunce in the kitchen, HelloFresh's foolproof recipes arrive pre-portioned and easy to prepare in just a few steps. You just look at the directions in their easy-to-read placards and you can't screw it up. Believe me, I've tried, and it still comes out looking good. In fact, this week I cooked some delicious butter-basted sirloin steak with some parsnip wedges and cream spinach. It was delicious, and I didn't mess it up. So it's a great way to save time and make cooking fun and enjoyable for once for me. So you can go to HelloFresh.com/FaceJam50 and use code FaceJam50 for 50% off. Plus, your first box ships free. That's HelloFresh.com/FaceJam50 and you use code FaceJam50 for 50% off, plus your first box ships free. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Thanks. Today's episode is also sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites, and when you click checkout, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click apply coupons. You wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site, and if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop. This makes you feel like a shopping genius, and since I'm online shopping all the time, I don't think I've been inside of a store since 2012. Honey is great because it finds deals that I'm not even expecting, and it's like a little extra savings. In fact, just recently, I was shopping on one of my favorite online animated shows websites from the early 2000s, whose name rhymes with Blomstar Blummer, and they had a deal going on that I didn't know about, but Honey did, and I saved 15% on my order of cool new Blomstar Blummer t-shirts. But did you also know Honey doesn't just work on desktops? It works on your iPhone too. You just activate it on Safari on your phone and you save on the go. So if you don't have Honey already, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, this is important, you'll be doing yourself a solid, and this is more important, supporting this show. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/FaceJam. That's joinhoney.com/FaceJam. This episode is also brought to you by ExpressVPN. You guys know we've talked about ExpressVPN a lot on this show. There are lots of problems with Big Tech and Big Nick trying to get after our data. So what do we do to fight back against Big Tech and specifically Big Nick when they're trying to use our data? You use ExpressVPN. For less than $7 per month, you can join me, the Resistance, and fight back against Big Tech and Big Nick by using ExpressVPN. How do you think big tech companies like Twitter and whatever company Nick runs probably make all their money? Well, they track your searches, video history, and everything you click on, and then they sell your personal data. ExpressVPN helps you anonymize much of your online presence by hiding your IP address. It's just like hiding in the bush so Nick doesn't see you. That's why I use ExpressVPN on all my devices, to make it much more difficult for them to exploit my data for their own profits. And the best part is how easy it is to use the ExpressVPN app. I just tap one button on my phone or computer to turn it on, and that's all it takes to keep people and Nick out of my business. If you don't like Big Tech and Big Nick tracking you and selling your personal data for profit, it's time to fight back. Visit expressvpn.com/FaceJam right now to get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That is expressvpn.com/FaceJam for 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. expressvpn.com/FaceJam. Power to the people. Take Nick down.
I will say their curly fries rule.
They
have great curly fries.
Again, all their stuff that isn't their burgers. Like,
But we're letting the burgers sit and get cold.
That's what I was gonna say. Now I think we should definitely get into it. This is
I've noshed on
this
these
is it.
on these fries and the poppers are surprisingly hot.
Yeah.
They usually go tame on those for fast food.
Burger's very small and very flat.
Not sour. Not sourdough. Why did you make a face?
I guess I didn't think about it being sour.
Well, it's sourdough. You said it. So factually, it is.
It's such a regular burger.
Right. It's weird.
It's
It's a regular burger, but it tastes different because of the sourdough, but not like, whoa, just like, oh, this is off.
yeah.
Like it's a regular burger, but flat like a grilled cheese, but sourdough. And I don't know why. Probably because their burger sucks and they're just trying to confuse you.
The Sourdough Jack has the burger, cheese, bacon, tomato, and then I think mayo.
Something on it. Yeah.
And
it's not very good.
There are so many flavors at play, and none of them break through, and none of them are very strong. It's just kind of
And
like
this is not being that picky. I
No.
just had fucking curly fries. I'm sorry, this is Spittin Silly. We do eat on the show. I had curly fries and poppers, and they were real good. They were way better than this burger, at least as far as just tasting food. The burger is immediately disappointing after eating the other two things. Which, again, you said, and I'm not surprised.
It's like the burgers are there if you're like looking for something else. Like, if you need to disguise the fact that you're just buying a bunch of snacks.
I think Jack in the Box and Sonic said, like, we're going to make a business with just really good appetizers. And the fast food people said, no. And they're like, what if we sell burgers too? And they're like, more. And they're like, chicken? And they're like, all right, you can open. And they're like, cool.
Yeah,
Let's
like, for
spend
some
the least
reason.
money possible on the chicken and the burgers. We hate them.
I want
we
a
need
place.
them.
I want a place that actually goes all in on the snacks,
Dude.
Like,
It's
let's-
good.
let's
you
make
get
that
enough
a
snacks,
thing.
that's a meal.
yeah, exactly.
As long as they're not all like sugar snacks. I mean, none of this is good for you. But
No,
like,
no,
I got a
not at
limit
all,
at
but-
sugar.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing. If they didn't do burgers and the only chicken they did was like nuggets or like tenders or whatever, and then everything else was like what Sonic does with like tater tots and like
Yeah.
all that other stuff, that's a cool restaurant.
You know what? A restaurant that does stuff like that that's really cool, but not everywhere, is Cookout, which is
What is Cookout?
It's a southern. It's mostly in like South Carolina and Georgia and the Southeast.
You're making a
And-
mess over there, huh?
They got like
He's
your regular
wiping the
burgers
chair.
and stuff, but like part of their like combo meals, like, hey, you can get a corn dog for like $1.
Oh,
and, like
hell yeah.
a bunch of other,
That's
just a bunch
cool.
of other stuff on the peripheral.
That's the stuff right
Yeah,
there. Like
that's
if I got jalapeno poppers, curly fries, these mini churros, and then like a tater tot,
Dude,
and they
I'm
went,
pretty-
"Do you want a corn dog for $1?" I'd always say
Pretty sure
yes.
Sonic
yeah,
has corn
exactly.
dogs too.
Exactly.
And it's like,
Well, yeah, because they got hot dogs.
yeah, because being able to
It's
like,
not very good.
No.
But they got it. They got soft pretzels too.
oh, pretzels is a good one.
And
Like, that would
it's
be
just
a
like
great
a
addition to this.
stick, right? It's not like a giant bit. And it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's better than like something packaged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is why I go there.
Yeah.
And it's why I would go here for this shit. Not for this shit.
No, not-
I
not
want
for the
this
burger.
shit,
Yes.
not this shit.
Yeah. Like sourdough jack is like what my dad would get.
yeah.
And that to me is just like, oh, you don't care. You're just eating this thing.
It's not like I love this. It's
No.
just like it's a burger.
This is close to
Shut
our
up
house.
and eat it.
This
Yeah.
is close to our house, and I will simply eat this thing. And that's really like, I can't see what else this serves. It tastes like driving through Downey, California.
We also
It tastes like getting off the freeway to get something very quickly to eat in your car.
Tastes like a road trip.
Yeah, 100%. It's just like,
It's mainly the burger. Like the patty itself just doesn't taste good.
there's something else on here. What is on here? There's some kind of sauce on here, isn't there? Like not just mayo.
oh, I don't know. There might be.
There's a ketchup in there
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
or
is there?
maybe
There you
that's
go.
No,
the
dude.
juice from the tomato.
I think
has-
it's ketchup because I just got like I just sucked down a packet of ketchup.
Well,
that's what Nick
that's
is
because
doing.
Nick grabbed it.
Oh.
That's right. I'm good.
They asked us if we wanted sauce when they handed me all the bags. And I looked back at you guys and I said, do we want sauce? And Nick held up his full hands and said, already got it.
clutching it.
So we walked in, and what I will say about Jack in the Box that was nice is they had a seat right at the front facing the registers, which I don't really understand. Like it was backing away, but essentially you're sitting down at the back of the line to order. And we walked in and it was empty. And I said, oh, great, I can watch Eric order. And I sat down. And he went to order, which a couple feet in front of me. And so the three of us were just standing and sitting back there.
I was gonna sit down next to you, and then I noticed the bench that you're sitting on was wet.
It was drenched. And
Very wet.
I looked at it and went, surely that's cleaner. And I just sat down in it. Then a couple minutes later, I spotted a guy with a big old bucket that just said sanitizer on it.
And he was
I
wiping
went-
down
And
tables.
he was wetting them down.
Yeah.
Okay. And
He was soaking
These
them.
things are wet. So we're sitting there. And as you're ordering, I'm spreading sauce all over my face.
It is all over
I know.
your face.
I can feel it getting worse. I can feel it getting worse. Nick walks over. He's like, "Ooh," as he likes to do, and he goes over the sauce. And Jordan was like, "They're gonna give him sauce, like you." And he's like, "Well, I get extras anyway. We're gonna get extras." I'm like, "That's true. You know,
Right,
it's
but
extras."
he was also doing it so early.
He was doing it as soon as we walked down, and then he grabs a bunch.
yeah.
Grabs a bunch. He starts walking back, and Jordan goes, "You're not even gonna wait for a bag?
Man, we don't have a bag
And he
yet."
goes, "Well, I have hands." That's it. He just I have hands, and then so he just.
But
stood there.
he also said, I'm saving time.
He did say he was saving time. So he just stood there clutching them in his hands, never put them in his pockets or anything. And then you turned around and you're like, we need sauce. And he just opened his monkey paws as he was gripping on it.
So then we walked over to get napkins where the other sauce is. And then Michael went, watch this. Hey, you want another sauce? Because he knew he wasn't going to say no. And then Nick went, ooh, taco sauce.
Spicy. He was like, oh, spicy, hot
spicy.
sauce. My thought was he surely grabbed both. And no matter what I say, he's going to take it.
Uh-huh.
And then, which essentially he did, but it threw me for a curveball by not just being delighted, but delighted because he didn't have that one. And that blew me away, that he didn't take hot sauce.
Right.
He went, ooh, hot sauce.
He only grabbed ketchup.
Snatched it up.
Gremlin hands.
But it was a pretty good trip.
Yeah. Well, we saw a shopping cart that.
Yo,
Oh my God.
this is cool as shit.
I want to know the story behind this because you can see the aftermath of an event and just know
an event we were not witness.
no, yeah, but like you know that there's a story there,
Yeah.
because it was like a big grate over the
Drive
the driveway to get out. And a shopping cart from, I assume it's like a Mexican grocery
like
store.
the Ranchero Market.
Yeah, the Ranchero Market. And somebody had tried to leave with it, I guess, and rode it into the.
I don't know. It looked pretty intentional to me. Part of
There's
the
a-
grate got pulled
Right,
out,
like
and
the-
then
was
the cart was like
surely the
dug
grate
into the ground.
The grate had to have been removed at that
Right,
point,
right.
and then it was pushed right into it.
Whee!
But then,
But clearly wedged in a way that
Very
it could
wedged.
not get out.
Very wedged.
but also wanted to make sure you saw that there was a cart in this thing.
Right, because they can't get it out, and it's in the middle of the road.
So you got to just
Like
throw
when
a
you
traffic
exit.
cone in it.
Yeah.
So there's just a traffic cone in the cart, in the ditch, in the driveway
You
to
put
the
it-
Ranchero Market
Yeah.
and Jack in the Box.
in the part where
Yep.
your toddler child goes, they
Yes.
put the traffic cone.
Nick got a
The
great
story
picture of it.
there.
Great picture, Nick.
The story there is just it truly is a picture says 1,000 words.
What do you think happened to the grate? Do you think that was intentional? Do you think somebody stole it?
Certainly, this wasn't a coordinated thing where it was like, watch what I'm going to do to this cart. It was the grate was gone, probably for maintenance, and somebody was like, ooh, look what I'm going to do now that this grate's gone.
I think that's likely.
I think
I
somebody.
don't think it was gone for maintenance.
No,
but-
I also don't think it was gone for me.
I think maybe some other
somebody
parties probably
I think
stole
somebody
it.
fucking took it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Ooh,
I think somebody took.
I
I'll
could
take
use this
grate.
single
Yeah.
piece of grate.
Well,
this'll
it's like
be-
earlier
This will be great if my driveway floods.
earlier when we met up here, there's a TV outside the office, and it's just sitting there. I was like, is this free?
It's just we're
It's
in
just
the
sitting there.
broadcast production space. It's not just sitting there. It's going to get mounted.
How? There's no cone on it that tells me it's about
That
to
is
get
true.
mounted.
You know what?
It's just
Some
sitting
yellow
there.
tape or something?
I
The
retract my
grate
statement.
was also just sitting there.
It's true. Then you could just simply walk up and take it if I guess you're-
Anyway, now I have a grate, and I'm about to have a TV.
it's just I feel like what we experienced at that Jack in the Box is the same at every Jack in the Box I've ever been to, where I go, this is a parking lot I should get out of quickly. I don't think I certainly don't want to be here for very long.
Also, I said when we saw that cart, that's Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
cart
the cart in the ditch with the cone on it. Yeah.
That's
If
Space
it were
Jam.
Face Jam, we definitely all would have had, I think, an individual part. It's like one of us stole the grate,
yeah.
Right.
and then
Eric.
somebody probably got the shopping cart stuck. Then I thought maybe this is dangerous.
Put a cone there.
We should put a cone.
Yeah. And then
don't know.
Nick took a picture.
I don't know. I mean,
Jack in the Box overall. Like what
greasy.
very.
I'm grease all over the microphone I'm holding.
Yeah. It's greasy and saucy.
I haven't eaten anything else today, but I don't want to eat the rest of this burger.
No, I got about halfway
you're in
through this
trouble
burger.
I got like 4 bites, I think.
Hell yeah.
I
Oh, this
appreciate
next
it nice
Spittin
and
Silly
warm,
is going to
too.
be. Look at this.
Why weren't they put in the refrigerator? Oh, it's just getting warm.
The noise he just
Whatever,
made is
next
what
time.
I thought in my head, but I didn't vocalize.
I thought of it a minute ago and I was just staring at it.
It's too late now.
Our next Spittin Silly is going to be a soda taste test. Just so you're aware if you're listening to this.
Look forward to it in 2 weeks.
We have an abundance. It's fucked.
Yeah. But you'll
This
find
next
out
one's
in
gonna
2
be fucked.
weeks.
Yeah. But
Just
This
know
one-
Jordan doesn't want to eat anything else, and he's about to suck this down.
He's about to suck down so much fucking sugar.
Man, I don't know what's gonna be worse, like drinking all that soda without having food in my stomach, or eating the rest of this burger. It's
Oh,
a
that's
real,
true. It's a real
it's
coin
a
flip.
real catch-22.
Yeah.
I'd have to be insane to do it, but also I'd have to be insane not to do it.
Do you think? Do you think that there's someone here at the office that is all about this particular hamburger?
Probably.
Like, there's
They
probably
would
one
have to-
I
person.
think so.
There's probably one person that we work with that's
I
like,
think so.
dude, fucking Sourdough
would-
Jack. Oh, that's it.
I would
Maybe
be
could have
more.
like grown up on it or
Yeah.
something.
I was gonna say I'd be more surprised if it was somebody like from here who's like big on Jack in the
Yeah,
Box.
but a lot of people aren't from here.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
There's a good amount of
I'd say the most likely candidate, is fellow Southern Californian, our friend from Riverside, John Reisinger.
Yeah.
Like, we're on the same page a lot with him on stuff because he just knows. He's from Riverside, but he knows.
The worst part of Southern California.
yeah, get them.
Yeah, it's just the trash. It's like the trash area.
San
It's so
Bernardino
gross.
County?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Vile. It's like, oh,
Ouch.
it's like
I've heard
No,
that
no,
on
it's
the-
fine.
I've heard that on
It's
the
fine
radio.
because he knows as well.
San Bernardino.
Sorry, what was that?
San Bernardino?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Yeah. Clowny.
I think he's a football player.
Isn't that where they did the? Isn't that where Brendan Fraser was a caveman?
That was Encino Man, and he was in Encino, California.
Basically the same thing.
It's
though.
pretty close. It's not too bad. He won an Oscar.
He did.
that.
Congratulations
not
to
not
Brendan.
for it. No, not for Encino Man.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, another Encino Man cast member also won an Oscar.
Who?
Kiwan
Oh, he's
Kwan
in
was
that.
also in
Oh, that's
Encino Man.
weird. Oh,
No,
he
it's
is in
not.
Encino Man.
It's a sequel.
Everything Everywhere All at
no,
Once is a
they
sequel to
They were
Encino Man?
in two different movies.
No, the other one Brendan Fraser's in.
The Whale?
The Whale is a sequel to Encino
Yeah,
Man.
it's the
It's
whale.
just the next
he
logical
gets frozen
step.
again.
It is. He gets.
He's frozen
Oh.
again. Wakes up to a magical whale.
That's not what that
and he
movie
goes,
is about.
I will say I've only ever seen one frame of what that movie is, so I got to believe my this.
He's big on the poster because he's representing the whale.
It's all.
It's not. He's not actually big. It's a
magical
metaphor. It's a
whale.
metaphor.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. It's you got to look at the subtext of it. It's like Banshees of Inisherin. It's not really about two people hating each other. It's about
What?
It's about something more.
About the donkey?
What's about the party at the end, and then the other cave lady shows up, the cave woman lady,
Oh.
and they fuck.
Give this man an Oscar.
That's what they said. Took a while, but that's what they said.
It's like
I'm
Leonardo
surprised
DiCaprio.
Brendan Fraser didn't get an Oscar for The Mummy.
People
You're
didn't-
surprised?
people didn't
He
know
got
back
he
then.
got nominated, right?
People didn't know back then.
He must
Jordan.
have.
He
For
would've-
The Mummy?
If
Yeah.
2020, he would have won it.
Oh,
But it wasn't
yeah.
appreciated. In,
Yeah.
Was it 99?
Yeah, something like that.
99,
You know,
Yeah. You know how everyone's like, Ant-Man should win Best Picture. It's kind of like that.
Are
with
people like that?
Yeah. Brendan Fraser.
Who are these
should have won
people?
for The Mummy. The internet, the general internet. I saw a movie, it should win.
I will
Hell
say I was in the boat of if Return of the King can win Best Picture for being
The third one.
the wrapping up of a great, like, massive undertaking of a project, I at least thought Avengers Endgame should have been thrown in there.
After 27 movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, because at the very least, it didn't suck.
Yeah.
And they wrapped it all up together in a very, not just satisfying, but I felt like very well executed way. And I didn't think it should win, mind you. But I
wanna
feel
be
like
really
I
clear
feel like
about my statement.
I feel like at the very least, the effort should have been recognized with a nomination.
I saw that movie with Jeremy because he had an extra ticket. Our friend Jeremy
Renner?
with Jeremy Renner.
How's
with
he
our
doing?
friend-
that's pretty cool.
Well,
his family's
under,
back.
He's under some Rennervations right now, but
Yeah.
he's going to be doing all right.
He's
soon.
also pretty apologetic about killing all those people for, Hawkeye for like the years, not Jeremy Renner, but the character he played.
Right.
He
Yeah,
rode
when he
it
was-
for a couple
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
Did Jeremy Renner go on a road?
He's a fan. Well, we don't know. We know he has the outfit.
That's part of the Rennervations
Okay.
that he's under.
Well, actually, I think
Matrix
Kate Bishop
Rennervations.
found the outfit in
Matrix Rennervations.
No, don't talk about that because Matrix is the reason the Mummy wasn't nominated.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just too much Neo shit
Not
going
enough
on.
room,
and
yeah.
Not enough
Yeah.
room.
Don't
you know?
don't tell my friend Jeremy about that.
I liked his little old pistols.
yeah.
Matrix super
yeah.
guns. How you gonna
Right?
compete?
What's up with
How
that?
you gonna do that?
Not a
Think about
single horse to be found in the Matrix. What's up with that?
it. Hang on.
There were.
Hang on.
There were.
Thinking.
You don't even think about it because there's not.
There's not.
You don't need to.
There's
Don't.
gotta be.
No.
There's not a single
no,
horse.
remember
Not
when
a
the
single
lady
horse.
in red? No, that's a lady.
No.
Shit.
Yeah. And also,
What
you're
about-
thinking about when she
Oh!
when she cooked the cookies. They're cookies, not horses.
Right. Yeah.
What
when,
about-
when the spoon bends? It's not a horse that's bending.
What about those horses that attack the Nebuchadnezzar or whatever the ship is
Those
called?
were sentinels, not horses.
Yeah, those are Santos.
Sorry.
Are you sure those aren't
Yeah.
horses?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were.
I'm closing my eyes and I'm
Is that what
remembering.
the name of the ship
I'm picturing clip art of horses
You guys
just
are-
like going
you guys are
in
changing. I'm closing
and
my eyes
lasers
and I
coming
see
out
her
of their
pulling the
eyes.
baked horses out of the oven.
Yeah, remember
And
they
you're
were
telling me those are
remember they were
cookies?
clomping their way
Yeah.
into the ship
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
They're
they
waiting to pull Neo out.
Right, they use the EMP
And
to
they're like, hold.
put
They're
the
like,
horses to
are
sleep.
coming.
Yeah, I thought that's what they wanted.
Fuck.
the horses go to
You're
sleep.
right.
When they
Oh, that you know
activate
what?
it.
They stomped Mouse to death.
Oh,
Remember when
that's
he
right,
had the
yeah,
machine gun? He's
Yeah.
like, ah!
And
And
the
the horse
horses
just
go,
charged in.
That's in the
Stop
Matrix
the shit out of
Rennervations. That's not in the
Fuck.
1999
Is
guy.
the
Sorry.
is
What
the
does that have to do with
steak-
Jeremy Renner?
Is the steak
Yeah,
that
what were we talking
Cypher's
about?
eating? The steak that Cypher's
It's
eating?
horse-
It's not horse. It's not
meat.
horse meat. No.
Yeah. And he got and they won't tell him because
Right.
because ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. And he's like, I know this is just the Matrix
Yep.
telling me it's a steak when it's really a horse.
It's really a horse. That's what I say when I eat horse meat. The Matrix is telling me this is a horse.
We got there. So what did Jeremy?
Trinity, you could have been back in the Matrix eating horses with me.
Start feeding her horse food. Oh man, come on.
So what did Jeremy think about Endgame?
Oh, he loved it.
Cool. Did he think it should have been a Best Picture
Yeah,
nominee?
absolutely. I just remember watching it in theaters and going like, that was fun. And then the Oscars to me are such like a, yeah, whatever. Who cares? They
I'll be
nominate,
honest, who gives a shit about
they
the
nominate
Oscars?
Yeah.
10 fucking movies. Pick 10 movies.
The Oscars
Right.
get way too much credit for like, hey, the Oscars pick.
Right.
Who gives a fuck? Who are the Oscars? It's a bunch of fucking old people.
It's a bunch of old people part of an academy
Who
and
gives a shit?
some current movie stars who are outweighed by the old white people.
Just like, I mean, I get it, but also there's plenty of movies where I don't know what the hell is an Oscar. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
you go see a movie and it's really good and it's fun, but you know 90% of the movies you see is like, oh, that'll never get an Oscar.
Right.
And
People-
it's just like, why? I don't know. There's a specific. People have come to a determination of what is
Yes.
Oscar worthy,
Right.
and that's not people who see the movies in
No.
the general public.
There is something of saying like this movie was recognized by a collection of movie experts, and that like I liked it, and so my opinion is validated, kind of thing to it. Where I used to get really caught up in that, but
Oh, yeah.
but not so much anymore. I didn't watch the Oscars, but I was very like interested in finding out who won, and I was just like, cool, good for everyone.
The only person who won that was cool was the guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once. And he's like, Mom, I won an Oscar. And I went, that's so cool because he quit and now he's back. That's
Yeah.
fun. Good for you. That's a good story.
It was also cool. Harrison Ford was the presenter
Yeah.
for Best Picture, and he goes up there and hugs him.
Yeah, it was
and
nice.
They're reunited.
I was watching the USA get destroyed by Mexico in baseball at the time the Oscars were on. So it was.
I had that on too. World
yeah.
Baseball Classic is fun, but only when you're winning by 9 runs in the first inning. That was more fun than the game against Mexico,
Yeah,
where they
getting destroyed.
had actual major league pitchers.
Yep. So what do you think? Jack in the Box, thumbs up, thumbs down.
What did you think about the game? Hang on, you just. It's like you looked at the
what
clock.
did I think about the
It's like
game?
you looked at the clock and just wrapped that up in a second.
Here's what I thought about the game. Thumbs down.
Yeah, thumbs down. They lost.
For who?
The USA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who you were
But-
thumbsing down. Boo SA.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's
great.
him. I didn't say that. I didn't say
great.
that.
Yeah. Why are you burning a flag, Eric?
That's him. I'm not
What are you
doing it.
Stop.
Whoa, the numbers just turned red on the timer.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Okay,
I didn't know they did that.
Well, we're in the danger
Okay,
zone
well,
now.
let me think about what I think about Jack in the Box
Yeah.
here. I'm
mean,
gonna
are we
be
rating
nice
or
and
rated?
No,
quick.
just thumbs
I'm
up,
just
thumbs
gonna
down.
give
I
it
mean,
a
the
thumbs up
burger
or a
sucked
thumbs
ass.
down.
Yeah.
The burger was shit and the other stuff was good.
Yeah,
That's it.
so I mean, if the burger is the main thing, it has to be a thumbs down.
But
for-
you don't have to
for
make
Jack
it
in
the main
Box.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay. Well, then I'm going to give Jack in the Box a thumbs up.
I'm saying I would go back to Jack in the Box and not get this burger.
I'm going to get those churros.
Yeah,
The churros were good. I went back for the second one, the curly fries. If you make a good curly fry, you're set.
Yeah.
Because
When
Unless
Face
you fuck it
Jam
up.
eventually grows to the point that we open up our own fast food place, it's just going to be cool.
Well, we
snacks.
have
Well, and
the
when
Rat
we-
and Grackle. We'll have
when
to
we
start
when we
serving
open
food.
the
Yeah,
Rat and
yeah.
Grackle, we're also going to start pulling up all those grates and shoving shopping carts in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be in the corner. Like there'll be one in every location.
This is the first time I've eaten a burger at Jack in the Box in a really long time, and it sucked.
Yeah, it does suck. We missed it. I don't have the outro. Hey, thanks for watching.
It's island
Spittin'
time,
Silly.
baby.
It's island time. Tune in every 2 weeks to watch something or listen to it. Hey, we're doing the soda shit next time. We even told you we'll drinks. You'll see what kind. He's still pulling it up. Wow. Don't forget, I already said all this.
Yeah.
Tell a friend about the show where we do whatever we want. Like not even have the outro ready. Goodbye.